Okay, I'm gonna make sure everything works. So far, so good. I'm gonna crack open some Total War. Continue campaign. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Hello there. Hi. Not gonna be a super long stream. It's gonna be like roughly hour and a half ish. Just because I've got a family friend hangout thing I gotta go do, but we could hang out for a bit. How is everyone? Hello. Can I pop out the chat? Yes, I can. So I still am kind of getting everything on YouTube figured out. Like, I don't have functioning alerts yet, but we will work on that. Feeling tired serving the Great Horned Rat? It's fair. It's fair. Okay. So where were we? Let's see, we were fighting alongside the dwarves, who were having a bad time with the dark elves. Tehinuin just took the altar of the Horned Rat. That's right, we're trying to wipe out the Skaven. Okay. Okay. We're making money, but not a ton of money. Hathrabarber is heading over to Subatoon. Okay. Okay. Cool. Do we want to do... I don't think the Rite of Sotek would necessarily be great for us at the moment. Let's see. Still waiting for achievements? Well, those are coming pretty soon, as I'm sure you're well aware. Alright, we can move on the Star Tower. Take this goodness. That's not going to give us that many guys. We'll just occupy it. Campaign is so much more fun now that you can sacrifice for blessed spawnings. It's certainly an improvement. It is certainly an improvement. Let's get transformation. Caden. Strata Music! Thanks for the membership, my dude. I really appreciate it. I just turned those back on, so I'm glad to see that they're actually working. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will need to do a lot more with them in the coming days. Let's see. We've got swarms. I'm out of everything else. So give me armor, because we're about to run out of that. And then yeah, sure, I'll take leadership for my skinks. What are the possibilities that Sir Jerian becomes a real character? Sir Jerian? That is not ringing a bell for me. Am I back on YouTube, or am I doing back and forth streams? I am doing back and forth streams. So like every once in a while, like every couple days or so, probably around twice a week, I am going to pop over here on YouTube to hang out with you guys and play some Total War. And then but for like everything else, I will be over on Twitch. Is this legendary? No, it's very hard, very hard. I don't like legendary. I find legendary to be a experience. So, oh, the Herald in the new Flesh Eater box. Okay, no, he will probably not be important in fantasy. Oh, will he be important in like AOS lore? There's a small chance of that. I wouldn't say it's a huge chance. That is gonna be heavily up to because so this is gonna be like the portents, the death portents back in the day. So there was kind of a similar event we did between editions, going from first to second edition, where they introduced like herald type characters.
No, Gracie, never wrong.
Back to the city. Here, you're gonna need some. Guess I'll take the Amazon barbs for now. Let's wake up another Salon. Actually, what Salon Priest do I have available? I've got a 4th generation Fire Priest and a 3rd generation High Priest. Not great. Let's try for another Fire. 3rd generation, a little better. Lorebeards will be on Twitch. Lorebeards is on both. Lorebeards will always be on both simultaneously. So it'll be all streamed on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But that is unique to Lorebeards. Yeah, okay, we've got enough firepower to take this. Oof. We're gonna loot and occupy for the extra healing. And this will secure the volcanic isles. So let's get that corruption under control. Hey, that's fine. And hopefully Luther Harkin will piss off, because I don't want to deal with him. Take that unit. Oh, nice! I can get the Fallhawk Sentinels. More emergency units. Glad to see you're on YouTube. Which faction am I looking forward to seeing updated this year? I am the most excited for the dwarf update in Thrones of Decay. Well, actually, yes, that is true. But I think the most desperate in need in an update is Kislev. Castrated! Thanks for becoming a member. Because your name's green, so I assume you're a member now. I don't know why it's not showing up. Nurgle has it rough. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nurgle will be desperately in need of some updates too. Dude, Thrones of Decay, I have a very strong feeling Thrones of Decay is going to be sick. Dwarfs, I promise I will help you against the Dark Elves. Just not yet. Oh, close victory? Yeah, fuck yeah, get out of here. Haha, nerds. Get slonned. But how are you? How are you, my lovelies? How's everybody doing? How's life? Are you well? Are you safe? You staying cool in this hot weather? Okay, good. So Skrull got chased back. And I'll be able to get Dwellers Below the next time my Salon levels up, which is awesome. Let's do Channeling Stance. Maximize our Winds of Magic. Scout these ruins, see what we're dealing with. You didn't have to work out in the heat? That's good. Yeah, I took Sadie for a walk this morning, and it's like, man, it's hot. Like, it gets hot quick. Like, I start out, when I'm walking her, it starts off fine, but, you know, by the time we get kind of to the end of the walk, because I walk her for about, it's about an hour, the route we take, and probably about, like, the 45-minute mark-ish, it starts being like, okay, like, what do I think about the Thunder Barge mod? I've seen it. I haven't played with it, but I have seen it. I very much enjoy what I have seen. I haven't played with it, but I do like what I've seen with it. It looks like a lot of fun. I think that's a really, really good starting point for you know, exploring what a Thunder Barge can be. I would like to see it maybe have some, like, slightly better ways to deal with enemy air units. Like, I don't know, deployable sky mines or something. I don't know what the fuck. But it does look like a lot of fun. And I'm hopeful to see where it goes. I'm almost at a tech space. Hearken? That is very tempting. 25% extra charge bonus. I'll fight this one myself. And I apologize if I'm a little like, ooh, just because, I completely forgot that I had agreed to go watch a movie tonight. So I've only got a limited amount of time to stream. I'm annoyed. I got a new PC today and the fan isn't working, so I can't use it. The temperature is going over 95. Oh, that sucks. So Varnuri, that really blows. I really hope you're able to get that fixed in. You hurt your leg while running. Oh, that sucks. So did Wizard? I hope you feel better. Barbie or Oppenheimer? Barbie. My sister is extremely incessant that it is, like, amazing and wants me to see it. And me and my buds were like, I have a group of friends and everyone was kind of like, yeah, sure, like, why not? It'll be fun. But yes, we're going to go see Barbie, and then I'll see Oppenheimer at some point. I was gonna see it as kind of like a family event, but I was gonna go see it with my old man, and my older brother. But then my father was like, I'm not seeing Oppenheimer unless it's at, like, a really high quality IMAX. Like, he's like, no, I'm not gonna see it in, like, some shit theater. I want to see it in the good theater. And we were like, okay. But the problem is that all the good theaters are, like, sold out for, like, the next month. So we are, we are probably not gonna see it for quite some time, because it's gonna be a hot minute till then. So that's fun. Which direction should I send y'all? No, y'all should go this way. Actually, I think pterodons will be better on this flank. Because we need to take out that exploding corpse sooner rather than later. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some films. It's been a hot minute since I've been to the theater. So I'm looking forward to going back. Oh, y'all are fire leech bolas? Chameleon skinks. Actually, I've got garrison skinks. Just sacrifice the garrison skinks. Whatever. Into the meat grinder. Good. I'm gonna go hop on Harkin. Oh, they got him. Nice job. Summon a Manticore. That is a lot of mortars. Oh, I forgot my Crocs Force. I still wish they would upgrade, or allow you to cast an upgraded version of the spell to get, like, bigger beasties. Though I understand that summoning just the Manticore is actually a more accurate, like, it's like a nice callback to the original version of the spell. Because I was talking to Andy Law about it, and apparently back in the day, transformation of Caden could only turn you into a Manticore. Like, that's what it did. And then in later editions, they added the ability to like choose what kind of monster you turned into, which I thought was kind of interesting. God damn it, Harkin. Oh, my chameleons are getting pelted. Shut down those mortars. Tarkin dead? Oh, that was quick. Kill the bats. Can I become a hell pit? What? Hey, Nine Flames, what's up? What do I think about Harry the Hammer? He's awesome. He seems very well implemented, and I think a lot of people are hopefully having fun with him in the game, and should be an enjoyable experience, and etc. etc. Yeah, I think it's very, very good that he's in the game. He's a character that a lot of people have really fond memories for, and you know he's a pretty heavy representation of like the history of Warhammer. So I think he's a good character to have, and yeah, you know. If you want to just be an absolute nightmare to anything remotely undead, he's your man. These are contested waters. I think the blood swamps are empty. Here, can I turn on oh my gosh. Where is... Nope. No, not war coordination. Ah, here we go. Let me see. Skaven corruption. Okay, there's no Skaven there. Cool. So we can take the land route back. Oh wait, no, I can't because this is Immortal Empire, so you have to swim. Okay. Well, there's nothing for it then. Off we go. Okay, good. You are back at Oxiodal.
Foolish thing, no! The stench of failure.
You just keep trying to assassinate characters. Nice! Well done, my skink. Well done. Alright, and you're just gonna stay in channeling stance so you can hopefully have enough magic to smack Skrull across the face if he gets cheeky and tries to come into my territory. Yes, very good, very good. I think I can do pretty much any sacrifice now, so I think we'll save up a bit. Yeah, just stand there and look pretty. That's your job. Imminent rebellion. Oh, alter the horn rat. That's fine. I'm right here. Harry's someone I didn't really expect, but shows how much the devs care about the setting. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's Harry the Hammer is quite literally John Warhammer. Yeah. Six Alley, what's up? Hi, Potrak. Are Lizardmen my favorite faction in fantasy? If so, why? Yes, they are. Lizardmen are my favorite faction. Number one reason is that I grew up loving dinosaurs and dragons and stuff. I don't know why. I was just always very drawn towards big scaly monsters. So an entire faction of those reaches me in a deep, childish, fundamental level of my soul. But as far as like why I like them now, for me, the Lizardmen I enjoy a lot aesthetically because they represent a really interesting idea. I really like the concept of like a primordial guardian race that is trying their best even though they don't really know what they're doing, they're trying their absolute best to like put the world back together. And I find them to have a very unique perspective on the world. In a lot of settings, if there's the one thing I get easily bored by, is that I think a lot of settings tend to have like the creatures like the yeah, I'll just go to the Forbidden Rod, that's fine. In my experience, a lot of fantasy settings tend to have races like the Lizardmen, you know, these non-human species. They almost always tend to be like the villains or the bad guys. And I very, 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 very much enjoy the Lizardmen. You know, in a lot of ways, they're the good guys. You know, they are doing their absolute damnedest to face off against chaos whenever they can, and trying to turn the tide back against the forces of chaos, which I deeply enjoy, because it's just kind of a unique perspective. Why the switch from Twitch to YouTube? So the thing is that the only reason I stopped streaming on YouTube completely, right, was like, the only reason I did that was not because like I wanted to punish YouTube audience or whatever. It was because when I joined Twitch and like I started really going ham on it, there was rules about where and how you could stream on the platform, or on any platform. And so some of the rules were, for instance, stuff like you can't stream on another platform without potentially getting in trouble. So when I started really going ham on YouTube, on Twitch, I decided to prioritize Twitch, because I was like, all right, I'll use YouTube for making videos and I'll use Twitch for streaming because I enjoyed Twitch better as an experience. But that rule's now changed. That rule is gone now. And also Twitch has been getting kind of funky in recent times. So since there's no reason for me not to stream on YouTube, and YouTube streaming has been slowly but surely getting better, and Twitch streaming has slowly but surely functionally been getting worse, I decided to just say, kind of, you know, screw it. Let's just let's do both. Let's do both, because there's no reason not to. We got armor, we got swarms. Okay, yeah, we're good. Ooh. I would really like Rakarth to stop moving towards me. He hasn't declared war on me yet, only because we bribed him, but like, ooh. Yeah, if you could keep getting rid of Skrulk's heroes. Ah, you failed me. Sedge. But Tahanawin is almost here. What's my favorite duo in Warhammer? My favorite duo is in like two characters that work together. It's Gotrek and Felix. They're amazing, and they play off each other super duper well while being like equals. If you mean my favorite duo as far as like enemies goes, oh my god, who would be my favorite rivalry? I don't know. It's actually kind of tricky. I guess I would say oops, I think I moved too far. I did, because I'm not smart. Let's kind of move there. Okay. Trying to think what two characters I would get the most excited about seeing in a room about to smack the shit out of each other. And it is really... like, a lot of them that I'm thinking of, it's not really a 1v1, it's more like a 1v1v1. Or, like, there are, like, numerous characters involved, and it's not directly just a... I don't know. I don't know. Nobody really... Ooh, yeah, Kazrak and Boris. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, no, I would definitely... Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very, very good one. Yeah, Kazrak and Boris Todbringer. Uh-huh. No, I'm not going to defensive alliance with you because eventually I'm going to purge you. Because I don't trust elves. I could reach him. Subatoon does not have very good defenses, but I think I'd rather blow up the settlement and then I could deal with the aftermath later. So let's wipe out the base now. Bring the Slawn with us. Oops. Though we're gonna sack it, because I have a quest for sacking that I keep forgetting about. There we go. Yeah, sure, I'll get earthing. Reduce miscast is never bad. Dwellers below! Wait, if I go regular stance, can I make it to the settlement? Yes, I can! Come here, Subatoon. You're mine now. Oh, yes. The valley is mine! Alright, you focus your efforts on finishing off Skrulk. Itza should be pretty happy with us. Yeah, they're happier. Hey, it's the end. What's up? Okay. I would like to get kayaks to level 4. Ow! My finances. Jeez, Lizardmen buildings are so expensive. Ugh. Do I think next year we will see a Lizardmen update? I would say that's possible, yes. I would not be like betting a lot of money on it, but it is. I feel extremely 100. I feel 100% confident there is one last big Lizardman thing. I do not know when it will come though. Like it could literally drop any day. And I, you know, shrug. Come and get me, you little shit. Why do you keep failing me? Okay. Good, good, good. Everything is looking very good to me. This is Skrulk's. Skrulk doesn't have any more settlements, so he should charge to his death and we can spank him on the butt. Ah, shit. No, I could have been paid money by the dwarves for that. All right, well, at least he timed it right as we're finishing off Skrulk. And it looks like Gorok is about to finish off Harkin, so that's good. That's good. Feels like the first stream was yesterday and you're already hitting turn 50. Well, the first stream was 2 or 3 days ago, so you're not entirely wrong. And the death blow. Goodbye, Skrulk, you piece of garbage. Ah, so good and tasty. Clan Pestilence is no more! Lustria is Skaven free. You'll love to see it. Okay, now we turn our full attention to Rakarth. Yeah. Why don't you head for the mines? If possible, I would like to save the dwarfs. That would be good. Chup Yodel, yes, needs walls. And I would also like a big harbor for maximum. Actually, before we do that, let's do a Holy Ziggurat, because I would very much like to get the basic building that is going to let me do more tech stuff, because I'm actually running out of tech. Actually, is there anything I can build quickly? Yeah, not really. That's unfortunate. How many turns is this? 5. Ugh, there's just gonna be a few turns I'm not gonna be able to do tech stuff, which sucks. Yeah, you get your butt down here. Did I do the stream with Grimmy? No. No. I'm so sorry, guys. I posted an update on Twitter about it, but it didn't. I don't know why. I just didn't post on Discord. I don't know what happened in my brain. We were supposed to stream yesterday evening, but Grimmy's, or sorry, no, 2 days ago. But Grimmy's internet like imploded. Like her stream crashed that she was doing earlier that day, and like it's been an issue she's been having. So it's not like it came out of nowhere. So because her internet wasn't working, we had to reschedule. So we're gonna get it in at some point, one day, but unfortunately, it was not that day. So one day it will happen. We're just kind of have to. We kind of just have to hang in there until we can manage. Okay, let's go to the dwarf territory, because the dwarfs are not going to get mad at me for passing through. Oh, nice. You're on your way down. Cool. Okay, he's in my territory in march stance, so let's do this. So he'll take damage while he's trying to pass through. And it looks like he's heading to Slonzek, which is going to go real not good for him, which is good for us. Friends. Here, I'll give you a little more money, and we have defensive alliance, so I can see what you're up to. You'll goof. Ooh, Rakarth showdown. Let's dance. Hopefully y'all are excited for this Sunday. Just a reminder, in case you haven't seen it, there is a button you can click so that you'll be alerted when it goes live. But I'm going to be doing another episode of Lorebeards with my co-host, Andy Hall. That's not right. Andy Law. Too many Andys. Andy Law, yes. And we are going to be doing another lore episode on the Winds of Magic. Ooh. So we're going to be talking about magic and all of the lore and science behind it. So we're going to be talking about all the different lores of magic, the different winds of magic, how magic interacts with all sorts of different things in the Warhammer Fantasy universe. Pretty much anything and everything you could want. And if you haven't already, there is a... If you're not going to be able to make the stream, yes, rune crafting will be a part of that. So we'll talk about rune crafting. You know, if it's magic related, we're probably going to touch on it. Should be good. Hope the DLC announcement is soon. Should be. I mean, if their goal is to have it out by the end of the summer, I'm beginning to get suspicious that they're gonna do that to the letter. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be like before the end of the summer, and then it's gonna release like on August. What's the last day of August? Whatever the last day of August is. Because then they would like technically be correct, even though everyone would be like, But I don't know. Like, honestly, I am excited for Shadows of Change, but my brain is kind of full on Baldur's Gate 3 mode right now, which I am going to be streaming on my Twitch channel. I'm going to be doing a full playthrough, at least one, probably more. So if you're like, I want to watch Sotek fumble his way through that, then we'll see you on Twitch. A Stegodon? You dare use my powers against me, Potter? Well, that doesn't look good. Here, Skinks, be more durable. Okay, our Carnosaur is kicking ass, taking names. Let's throw in laser from space. I love space lasers. I need a Manticore to deal with that Beast Wizard. Hooks the Hydra. But also, if for whatever reason you're like, oh no, I can't make the Lorebeards stream on Sunday, I have opened I've repurposed a channel on my Discord. It's the Ideas for Sotek channel, and if you want, you can go in there and ask questions, and we will answer those questions during the stream. So even if you can't make the stream on Saturday, it doesn't mean you have to miss out on participating or asking the question. Just a heads up. I'm taking a lot of damage. Let's throw down all sorts of debuffs. Sallies to me! Free up our Carnosaur, please. Here, you bully. Nice. Get him! Don't let that asshole escape. I've seen what he's done on Game of Thrones. I love that pounce animation. It's so fun. Ah, really wish I had Amber Spear right now. actually. I wonder if I can catch him with a manticore. I doubt it. Yeah, no. Snatter, thanks so much for the super chat, dude. I appreciate it. Love the Malekith lore with Andy. It was super depth and awesome. Any chance Nagash is interesting? Yeah, we could definitely do Nagash. So something that someone suggested in the Ideas for Sotek channel that I will, I think Andy was in favor of because he dropped like a little emote on it that seemed to indicate approval. I think what we're gonna do after this week is instead of me and Andy just kind of like randomly picking a topic, unless there's something he just really wants to talk about, which if he does, that's fine. But I think what we'll do is we'll pick like 4 topics and then we will drop them like in the community tab and allow people to vote on like what topic they want us to do. So that instead of it just being like we're just that way there's a little more community involvement. However, I am gonna try and think of ways to incentivize. So what I really want to do, because the Lorebeards thing is great and it's awesome and it's a lot of fun, and I think Andy's really enjoying it as well, but it's very important to me that we find a way to reward Andy for, like, you know, taking the time out of his day to come hang out with us and talk lore and stuff like that. And I know the number one thing that he would love more than anything in the universe would be to get Lawhammer as boosted as possible. So if you haven't, and I'm gonna try and figure out ways to incentivize it, like we might have like specials we'll consider doing, or maybe like little extra rewards once we get above a certain threshold of subs. So like if Lawhammer, hold on, let me pull up his YouTube channel. So like right now Lawhammer's at almost 900 subs. So like if we could get Lawhammer above 1,000 subs, we'll do X. And then if we could get it above 2,000 subs, whatever. How come Nathan isn't part of Lorebeards anymore? Nathan, Great Book of Grudges left Lorebeards. I do not know why. I have no idea. That is for him and him alone to know, apparently. He just left. He didn't want to do it anymore. So I would, I would love to hear from him one day, but he just decided he didn't want to talk to me anymore. And that was that. I can't force him. I can't force him to talk to me. So that's all there is to it. I hope he's doing well. I don't wish him any ill or anything, but yeah, no, he just left the show. It was weird. But anywho, I am very happy the direction the show is going in now. I will say that. But in any event, I am, like I said, very happy where Lorebeards is going now. Honestly, couldn't be happier. Getting to work with Andy on a regular basis, I cannot put into words how much I adore Andy Law. Like, I don't have the language for it. Being able to chat with him and just like be able to kind of monopolize some of his time every week has been one of the greatest experiences of my entire life. Because he is so goddamn knowledgeable on the universe that he makes me feel like I don't know anything. And I don't mean that in a sense of like he's putting me down. Like, I don't mean it in a bad sense, but like I get to learn so much from him And it's a wonderful experience. Which is why it's so important that you go subscribe to Lawhammer and the Rookery. Yeah, Rookery, please, God, if you have not already, subscribe to Lawhammer YouTube channel and subscribe to Rookery publication, or the Rookery YouTube channel. Like I actually just finished watching some of the most recent episodes of the Lawhammer Enemy Within series, and it's fucking insane. Give links to channels. Yes, as you command. One moment. I will do this I will do what you ask. Okay, so go subscribe here. And then go subscribe here. Tell you what, they are so close. Both of those channels of Andy's are so close to crossing 1,000 subs. If y'all get it over 1,000 subs, if you can get him over 1,000 subs on both of his channels, also go follow Lawhammer on Twitch. If you actually, here, I'll just post it. But if we can get him over 1,000 subs on both those YouTube channels, then I will release part 5 of the Vampire Counts DLC proposal.
Unplanned. Who knows who'll
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Okay, that was auto playing. That's his Twitch channel as well. So please show Andy your love and support. Like his videos, sub. How's it coming along? I literally just finished recording it. This morning. But I did what I said I was gonna do. I went and I got a comment. I got a selection of the highest rated comments from every single one of the prior videos, and I like addressed them and talked about some stuff. It's over an hour long. Make the Queek video instead. Tell you what, if we get genuine, I'm not fucking with y'all. Genuine. If we get Andy over like 5,000 subs, right? If we can get him to 5,000 subs, I will release the Queek cut. Swear to God. Or I'll delete my YouTube channel. You already subs, you can't sub anymore? Then make sure you make your friends and family sub. Super chat got buried. No, it didn't. I see it. Is there a lore reason why Wood Elves hate Kislev, or is that just a Total War thing? It's really just a Total War thing, though I do think there would be quite a bit of animosity between the Wood Elves. Well, okay, so it depends on the specific Wood Elves, actually. I think the Elves of Laralorn would... I don't think the Wood Elves in general would get along super well with Kislev, but I think that's because Kislev very much is like keenly aware of their don't be Valrak, you can't stop me. He's infecting me through the tinfoil. I put on the tinfoil one too many times and the Valrak virus is spreading into my veins. Oh fuck, I need to get my hotel for Valrak Fest. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that. But Kislev and the Wood Elves are both very much kind of like guardians of the world, but where Kislev is more like the northern bastion, right? You know, they kind of have this unenviable job of endlessly defending against chaos, and it's very like obvious and painful for them. The Wood Elves have like, you know, a very different experience, and because they're more having to deal with like the Beastmen and more like secretive threats. And I do think there would be something there's something also kind of going on in Kislev, as far as Kislev is protected by the land, but assuming that the lore from Realm of the Ice Queen is still canon, which I suspect it is, there's actually a which I have a YouTube video completely dedicated to this if you want to check it out on the channel. But there is a force at work within Kislev known as the Ancient Widow. And the Ancient Widow is the source of magic. Is the source of the magic that is within the land of Kislev itself. Something rotten? Yes, perhaps something rotten in Kislev. Yes, that might be a good way to put it. If you were to go look at what the Ancient Widow is like, what she is, I think there is a very notable argument to be made that there is something deeply concerning about the Ancient Widow, and that she's not like a traditional god. She's something more almost nefarious. She's kind of like a seemingly good guy version, in a sense, of Hashut. Like, she seems far more like almost like a chaos god, or some sort of dark entity, as opposed to, like, she does protect Kislev, yes, but she's also a entity that seems to utilize very dangerous and sinister forces as part of her, like, magic and sorcery. And I think there's a lot to be explored there. And I think for the Wood Elves, I do not think the Wood Elves would be particularly fond of the Ancient Widow. Because just like, and I think Mother Ostankia as well. I think Mother Ostankia would be very much this kind of very sinister dark force that opposes chaos using very sinister dark magics. Whereas Athel Loren is more like, in a sense, nature, but like a more pure form. I don't think they would necessarily hate each other, the Wood Elves of Athel Loren and the Hags and the Ice Witches of Kislev, but I do not think they would be friendly towards one another. I think they would be very reluctant allies because they're very insular, and I think they would be very distrusting of one another and constantly like suspect one another of shenanigans. Hopefully that makes sense. Oxyodal's getting kind of fucked up. If he loses this big army, we might be able to confederate him. Never mind, he won. Assassin Skink wasn't taking none of that shit. That salon's name is Hate Rhubarb in Dutch. Amazing. Will I do more character episodes with Andy Law? Yes, yes. We're gonna kind of rotate. So the proposed system with Andy Law right now is like, we'll do 1 week on plus 12 melee attack against Dark Elves. Fuck yeah. What I'm thinking we're gonna do is something like 1 week we're gonna do
Defend.
like 1 week we're gonna focus on a character, and then the next week we're gonna focus on a topic, and then the week after that we might go back to another character, and then the week after that we might go back to another topic. Granted, it's not guaranteed to be like that. I think I think we're gonna try and find kind of like a happy balance, because there might be like 1 week where something is going on in like the Warhammer world, like the hobby, so to speak, and we really are gonna we're gonna be like, oh well, we really want to address this particular topic. So, you know, we might say, like if Shadows of Change got announced, right? If they came out and they revealed Shadows of Change and they're like, here are the legendary lords, well, we might want to talk about those characters. Or if 1 week, like on Lawhammer, right? So Lawhammer is running like a very narrative focused campaign that's super amazing, and if you haven't, you should go watch it. I am watching it feverishly, and am actually about to start doing streams on Twitch where I'm going to be covering the series and talking about the various bits and pieces that I find very interesting. Because from a lore standpoint, the show is fucking fascinating. And has a lot of really interesting ideas to delve into. And like, sometimes we'll want to do that with Andy, but sometimes I will want to do it without Andy. So we can just like have fun speculating without him being like, ah, yes, or ah, no. You know, we can like talk about it independent of him, which could be a lot of fun. And then we could do an episode with him about it. So with the character thing, would I make 5 characters that the community could vote for? Yeah, probably something like that. It might not necessarily be 5. It might be like 3 or 2 or 4. You know, because we're going to talk about things we want to talk about. We're not just going to like talk about anything. You know, like we're gonna make sure it's stuff that me and him want to discuss. Because there's not always something, and that's a promise that I might very well be able to get from Andy, is if I'll tell y'all what, if we can get him over a certain amount of subs, oh, this will be so fun. This is gonna be so fun. Oh my god, Dark Elves versus Dwarves and Lizardmen. Bring it. Bring it. We ride to the aid of the dwarves. So what I'm hoping I can convince Andy to do would be something like, if we can get him his channels over a certain amount of subs, maybe we could do like, you know, a campaign playthrough. So me and Andy sitting down to play some like Total War Warhammer together, and like discussing random lore topics, like kind of more of a Q&A format while playing Total War, or playing, you know, live streaming, playing through some other kind of Warhammer-ish game. Holy shit, Alexander, that is a gigantic... I don't know how much that actually is, but it's red, which means it's a lot. Because red super chats go faster. Thank you. That's very generous. Thank you very much. Will I make a who would win next Lorebeards? Sure. I will ask Andy if he's comfortable doing that. I will ask Andy if he is comfortable doing who would wins. There are certain you know, I will talk to him about it. There are certain subjects he doesn't necessarily want to touch, and then there are some subjects that he's like super eager to touch. So I will ask. Does Andy play Total War? He has in the past. I don't believe he's played since like Warhammer 3, like a little bit before Warhammer 3 came out. But he's literally right now buying a brand new giant FU PC. So that he can, he is joining our ranks once more. I'm gonna go line up with the dwarves. I'm not gonna go fight by myself. Oh, I'm so happy we get to fight side by side with the dwarves. This is awesome. I love getting to fight alongside the AI. Like, this is generally one of my favorite things. I don't know. Like, I know for some people it's like, whatever. But for me, the opportunity to fight alongside the AI, like, it adds so much narrative flair to what's going on. I just think that's fun. I just think they're neat. Wow, that is so many Dark Elf, like, manticores. Why do I trust the Dawi? Because they hold to their oaths. And Sotek is with us. Alexander, since that was super fucking generous, if you got, not necessarily saying you'll get to, I'm just hypothesizing, if you got to choose who the who would win was about, or like what units or what characters, whatever, what would you pick? Just curious. I love it more if the AI wasn't so dumb. I find the AI is serviceable. It's just like, it's not like, if your goal is to win at any cost and she's the AI, then it's gonna feel like super dumb and stupid. If you're more patient with it and just having fun trying to make cool things happen, I tend to find it's a more enjoyable experience. There's so many manticores. Oh, good God. I'm waiting for the dwarfs to get... Oh, look, he's got He's got allied units with him. He's got some chameleon stalkers with him. That's so adorable. Run, 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 Flippy. Trying to figure out what he is doing with his battle line right now. I think he's trying to like respond to what the Dark Elves are doing. The Dark Elves are sort of gathering up. Razordons, this way. I'm so sad the Razordons got squatted in tabletop. I understand that they weren't like necessarily super popular, and like, you know, it's like we got a new salamander sculpt, but I don't know, I'm gonna miss them. I hope they're not gone forever. I do hope they bring them back. What are you doing? Just diving in like a jerk. Chameleons! Aid the dwarfs! Saurus, protect their flank! We shall heal the dwarfs! Oh shit. Ah! Open fire! I don't think so. Slan! Oh god. Oh wow, we are taking a lot of damage. I really don't want to waste my drop rocks just yet. Yeah, get out of here, jerks. Protect the Slan! Where's my third Unisaurus? Oh, they're like way out in front. Well, that's fine. The Serpent God is ready to strike. Summon the Serpent God! Dwarf Warriors, I apologize in advance. Ooh, and my own Source Warriors. My bad, dudes. Dwellers below! Well done, my servants. Our dwarven allies shall live another day. It was a bit messier than I would have liked, but that's okay. Focus that beast lord. killed the Stegodon. Hello from Siberia. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Ah, Nakai the Wanderer. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. What are my thoughts on the Immortal Empires Expanded mod? Is that the one that opens up the map into Indin Koresh? I'm assuming that's what that is. Also, I don't think Alexander ever reappeared. No, oh no, there he is. Thorgrim versus Tyrion or Ungrim versus Altharion? Okay, I will make a note of that. There. I've typed a note about that. I can't promise we'll do it, but yeah. Lawhammer's already 942 subs. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Oh, can I actually? While I'm here. Aha. That's fine. There you go, Hawk. You're a mod on here as well now. Okay, that is that mod. I think it's super duper awesome. I haven't had a chance to actually like sit down and play it yet, but the fact that people are already kind of like messing around with expanding the map, and like seeing what those areas could potentially look like and what the regions would feel like, and kind of allowing people to sort of not so covertly put pressure on CA to be like, hey, we really would like to, go here. We want to play here. We want to have fun here. I think that's really awesome and really important and good. I think anything we can do to encourage creative assembly, to do the right thing and encourage them to make more places and races playable, the better. So I think that is a really important thing that mod kind of represents, is community interest and things like that. So yeah. Are the Albion giants smarter than normal giants? It's implied that the Albion giants were something a little different than regular giants, because it seems that the Albion giants, it is said that they were specifically created by the old ones to protect Albion. So that kind of implies that they might be different than kind of like traditional giants. However, and those giants from Albion that we've seen kind of crop up in the lore tend to be notably larger and somewhat more intelligent than their brethren. So I would say there does seem to be some evidence suggesting that, but it does not seem to be clear-cut. Because the Albion giants do seem inbred as well. But who knows? Hard to say for sure. Is Andy Law my favorite Andy? I am not picking a favorite Andy. I'm not doing that. Could a Saurus ever refuse Aslan's orders? No, because it would never even occur to them to try. Like, a Saurus... No, a Saurus would never refuse Aslan's orders. Not unless something was, like, severely wrong with that Saurus. Or, like, the Slan gave an order that the Saurus just was not able to, like, understand. Do I think Andy Law is excited to see Cathay explored? I know Andy Law is excited to see Cathay explored. We've talked about it. Ooh! Talisman of Preservation. That is going to Mr. Tehinuin. I need to go get my plaque. My sacred plaque. The plaque that is sacred. But we do need to keep smashing these Dark Elves' faces in.
You wouldn't dare.
I would, and I did. Nice.
You would.
Start getting his combat stats a little more reliably. Omar Baba, where do you think Mother Ostenka will start in Immortal Empires? That's a bitch of a question. I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like anybody has a valid guess on that. Like, I feel like there is anyone who claims to know, or like, oh, I know, obviously it's going to be X, like, they're full of shit. There's no way to guess that reliably, I think. She could start pretty much anywhere. I think as long as there is like a forest, then it is fair and accurate to put her there. I'll put it that way. So, you know, if there is you could put her in Kislev, you could put her in Lustria, you could put her in Nagaroth, you could put her in Bretonnia, the Empire, the Southlands, Cathay. I will say I hope she is somewhere far away. I hope she is somewhere far away. Either Nagaroth, Lustria, or Cathay would make me the happiest, because I don't want her to be near Kislev, right? I want her to be somewhere different. Okay, I'm just gonna reinforce the dwarfs because I want them to take this, so I'm just gonna support them and hopefully they'll take it on their own.
Sotek.
Nippon? I mean, it'd be exciting, though it'd be kind of hilarious for them to be like, that'd be so weird if they came out and they're like, we're going to Nippon, and we're like, what? And they're like, yeah, for the Kislev character. To which everyone further just goes, what? I'm not upset, I'm just kind of confused. Another forbidden rod. Okay. Man, we really like those rods that are forbidden. Around these parts, apparently. Hendrik, Loremaster Sotek, could you tell us a bit about interesting ways non-Empire factions view Morslib, specifically Gehimnisnacht and Hexenstag? Yes! Oh, Jesus. What book is that in? Ooh. I believe I know a good lore passage regarding this. Let me see if I can find it. Yes! Awesome. My memory still works. Geheimnisnacht and Hexensnacht. There are 2 nights every year considered evil above all others, when the dark spirits of the world come forth and the creatures of chaos howl in the darkness. The first night is Hexensnacht, the witching night, which marks the new year. The better known and more feared night is Geheimnisnacht, the night of mysteries. These are the only 2 nights when both moons, Morslib and Manslib, are completely full. Where Manslib is bright and consistent, Morslib is an unpredictable and immense chunk of warpstone, a massive satellite of raw magic. Whenever Morslib nears the surface of the world, the winds of magic blow fiercely, and dark magic gathers in invisible tides and pools. It is this dark magic that stirs the dead in their graves, mutates unborn animals, and drives livestock to devour each other. The combined forces of both moons pulling at the world at the same time makes these nights extremely important to cultists, necromancers, vampires, and other fell sorcerers, for at such times their powers are at their height. Sacrifices are made to the dark gods, and dire rituals bring forth whole armies from their graves. Ancient artifacts are bound into reliquaries, and unholy weapons are forged. The people of the old world bar their doors and windows, mutter prayers, stoke their fires high, and pray that they will survive to see the dawn. That wasn't actually that good passage, not the passage I thought I was looking at. The answer to, so the dwarfs, I don't remember what book it's noted in, but the dwarfs have some notes about when Geheimnisnacht and Hexensnacht are approaching. They basically prepare for war. So they get all armored up. The rune smiths and the rune priests of the various holds will basically patrol throughout the entire hold, checking all of the most important runes that are like sealing the crypts, sealing like the different places where dwarves are buried, making sure that all of the runes are intact, and there's nothing like unusual, or that they haven't like faded or been disrupted in any way. And many like entire armies, like throngs of dwarfs, will march down into the depths of the hold, and they will prepare. So if you were to walk into a dwarf hold, and you could like investigate it without the dwarfs caring magically, basically you would go down into the depths of the hold, and you would see the dwarfs fully readied for war, just standing in the dark. In the event that something in the depths of the hold is disturbed and like comes up underneath the hold to attack, or like the Skaven are unleashed in a massive horde of chittering bodies and furry flesh. And the elves tend to be very focused on ensuring all of their wards are tight. So making sure, so the elves in Ulthuan will be watching the Anuli Mountains, where the winds of magic are literally scraping across the tops of the peaks. And on those nights, all of the big monsters that live up there tend to get more restless and are more likely to come down and start attacking villages and towns and cities. So the elves are marching around in fully armored patrols. Wizards are doing their best to make sure that the various waystones across Ulthuan are not being overwhelmed, and that any demonic forces that might spawn because of the increasing magic are not able to, make things a lot worse. But in other places, like and for the human realms, it's pretty much the same everywhere. For all the human nations, that the smart people go home and lock themselves in their houses, shutter the windows, draw all the curtains, make sure that the unholy light of Morslib is not worming its way into your home, because just the light of Morslib on its own can have horrific effects. If you want a great shameless plug. If you want a great example of what it's like, even though it's actually not as bad, but if you want to see what it's like when Morslib gets all hot and bothered and starts affecting things, go watch the Lawhammer series. There's an episode in it where Morslib kind of goes nuts. I won't reveal what episode, but there is a episode where Morslib starts to kind of go crazy, and the characters have to deal with it, and it shows how fucking terrifying it is. But yeah, the forces of chaos, the forces of the undead, any of the races that rely very heavily on dark magic tend to be full-on ascendant during Geheimnisnacht and Hexensnacht, because dark magic is just fucking everywhere. So they get to have the run of the playground. Do I think Goragun Kai will do something in Dawnbringers? Morgur's Chosen One should be busy now. I hope so. I really hope so. It really feels like they're trying to build up to him being a character who, like, does stuff. But as of yet, like, he's had some moments. But I would very much like to see him, kind of be like a full-on unique character. I'm kind of hoping that we're gonna get like some super badass scene of him like unleashing a ritual to like infuse himself with Morgur's essence, and he becomes like the new avatar of Morgur. That would be really badass. Beastmaster of None. God, Skaven are unleashing all of the doom. Look at that, 3 dooms. That's a lot of dooms. The dwarfs are really taking their fucking sweet time taking back their hold. Come on, dwarfs, quit being pansies. Come take your house back.
Sotek.
You know what? I can just take it back for him and give it to him. That's gonna be a lot easier. I keep forgetting I could do that. I want the Riperdactyls. To war! Oh, critical success! Good job, little skink. Good job. Way to make Pappy proud. I'm so proud of you, you little scamp. Oh, that made me so happy. What a good little skink. Okay, all of my other ones have turned off. So let's get healing back up and running. Let's get swarms. And that'll be good. I will say, the sacrifice system does feel so much better. Like, it actually feels like a good system. I use it a lot, which is solid. That's what you hope for. That's what you hope for. Supertoon, we can have another skink building so I can get more skink chiefs and stuff. Where do I have a building available? Oh, the Star Tower. I want a garrison, but I can't afford one right now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll give the hold to them next turn. I was looking through the 8th edition rulebook and it said Krokar was on Albion building temple cities. Why would they go there? Because of the Albion crisis. So the Albion crisis was a narrative event that it's called Shadows over Albion. I actually have the little booklet. Here it is. I don't know if my green screen is gonna fuck with it. But it was called Dark Shadows. Shadows over Albion. And it was a special summer campaign event back when Games Workshop did this, which was pretty cool. And basically, you were able to play as the various different factions, and they all fought over Albion because the mists of Albion had faded and all of the different races had discovered its existence. And so everyone was like, oh, we should claim it for ourselves. And like a whole bunch of big wars broke out. And it led to some pretty cool things happening. The main things that happened by the end of the story were that the Lizardmen had conquered a massive amount of Albion. Like they conquered a significant amount of it, which led to them for the first time in like over... I think for the first time in over like 10,000 years, they started building a brand new temple city, which was Conquesta, in Albion. But they were not the only ones that benefited. The Dark Elves successfully started constructing a... Let's go get my sacred plaque. The Dark Elves built a port on the Isle of Wights that allowed them to kind of more effectively launch raids into the old world. And the dwarfs also did very, very well, as did the high elves, but the dwarfs like curb stomped, which was kind of funny. What is on Albion that's worthwhile to conquer? A lot. Albion is one of the most important magical nexus points in the geomantic web. So like a lot of, and also within like the vortex, there is a large amount of Ogham stones on Albion, and it's also where the old ones sequestered like a lot of their greatest technology. And so there's the Citadel of Lead, which is a giant temple structure that has a significant impact on the winds of magic and contains a lot of important devices and like secret power and stuff. But the main reason a lot of factions went there is because Be'lakor was there. Be'lakor actually managed to manifest himself in Albion within the Citadel of Lead by corrupting the druidic truthsayers of the Albion people. He basically did a very, very good job kind of corrupting a lot of their druids and shamans and stuff. And he was basically being a big ol'... I did not aim that particularly well. He was basically being a big ol' leech and was like absorbing a lot of magical power in order to give himself a physical form so that he could do Be'lakor shenanigans, because, you know, that's what he does. But it had an obscene amount of like powerful magical artifacts and a bunch of other goodies that any civilization would want. Do y'all like my fixed quaddle? So I have a mod that you can find in the description. You should be able to, that fixes the quaddle heads. So they have more like draconic heads or serpentine heads instead of those stupid goddamn bird beaks that I hate with the passion of 1,000 suns. I don't like the cannon faces. They're not cannon! CA fucked up. CA messed up. And I hate it. I mean, I will always kind of be a little about the Lizardmen of Total War. I mean, most of them are good. I don't like the croc score design, and I hate the quaddle design. Everything else is fine, though. I don't like the snake with the beak. No, I do not like the snake with the beak because it's not what it's supposed to look like. Because it's very explicit on all of the artwork and in the lore. Like, all of the descriptions of the quaddle say they have draconic heads. Nowhere, fucking nowhere does it say they have bird beaks. And it's literally some dumbass, no offense, but no, offense. Some idiot somewhere at CA looked at a White Dwarf magazine that had a pretty paint job of a quaddle and was like, oh, the mouth is yellow, so I bet it's a beak. Even though it was created using a Kitbash Chaos Dragon kit, which didn't have beaks. Makes me so mad. It was such a just unnecessary fumble on a unit design. Makes me upsetty spaghetti. Man, they really nerfed the shit out of the Quaddle, didn't they? He doesn't even have banishment anymore. He literally just has Earthblood and that's it. Kind of lame. He used to have like, didn't he used to have like Shield of Thorns and banishment? Oh, you're right. It was chain lightning. It was chain lightning. Why did they get rid of the chain lightning? I didn't think it was that overpowered. It's a little weird they got rid of that. Wait, oh no, the normal one has it. Wait, did they break the ROR? Is the ROR just busted? Because it's supposed to have banishment. What? Oh, yeah. I'm almost done. All right. Doesn't GW usually give final approval? I don't give a fuck what GW says. I don't give a fuck what GW says. It's also worth noting that, like, Games Workshop isn't perfect, and they also just kind of, like, randomly sign off on stupid bullshit. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't care. Games Workshop can make mistakes too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bug. I am 99% sure that's a bug. It's supposed to have banishment. Has a Slann ever walked? Not that I'm aware of.
Sotek. Honor to your ancestors. Aye.
Okay. We have fixed the dwarf problem. They've resecured their hold. I really want the Star Tower to have a garrison. Alright guys, I gotta go. I am honestly having a shit ton of fun. I would love to keep playing, but unfortunately I do need to bounce because it's movie time. So I hope you all have a lovely day. When I get back tonight, I might continue streaming. Though I might stream on Twitch instead of coming back here, but I'll be back on here in a day or two. So thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for all the super chats and everything. If you haven't already, please, 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 for the love of God, go check out Lawhammer. Start watching Lawhammer. It's genuinely some of the best Warhammer Fantasy content there is. He is almost to 1,000 subs. I would be so fucking happy if I could tell Andy tomorrow that he got 1,000 subs. So you are helping support me by subbing to this channel. So please, please, please go sub to his YouTube channel and also his Twitch channel and Rookery Publications. You really, you have no idea how much you're going to love it. I genuinely, I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. But hopefully y'all enjoyed yourselves. I missed y'all, YouTube. I missed y'all a lot. I missed y'all. So, love your faces. take care. And I'm just gonna leave. All right, bye-bye.